Hello. Welcome. I'm Zilla.
I'm Tortoise.
And this is Freya. And we are here today again with my stream Ancient Gaming, where I play video games with ancient studies content and talk about it. We are playing what is probably our last or second to last part of Chants of Sennaar, a game about climbing what seems an awful lot like the Tower of Babel and learning ancient languages, or glyphic languages. We don't know how ancient they are as we go. Hi, welcome Fain Abyssal. Good to see you back. If you are here, feel free to say hi in chat, and welcome. So, I'm going to give a brief recap, just in case any of you are jumping in new. If you do want to go back and watch all of my previous streams, I do put them all up on my YouTube channel, Zilla's at the name, where you can also find my other content. But if you want to just jump in here, I'll give you a little bit of the story as we have found it so far. So we woke up in a mysterious sarcophagus at the bottom of this tower, and we encountered a series of mysterious peoples who each speak a distinct glyphic language. Each layer of the tower, hi Nana, welcome back. So each layer of the tower has a different group of people with a different culture and a different language. And so at the bottom were the devotees, then the warriors who were trying to keep the devotees out. The devotees are trying to reach the top of the tower where they believe God lives. The warriors believe that the people above them are the chosen, and that the people below them are impure. The people above the warriors are bards, musicians, but they also have a hierarchical slave class that they oppress in their search for infinite beauty. The bards believe that the warriors below them are fools, and that that above them lives a monster, and above that, their lost brethren. In that much, at least, they are correct. There is a monster on the layer above them, and we found above that a realm of alchemists. So these alchemists, whose realm we are in now, as you can see by the giant mounds of gold just lying out, you know, it's not exactly Fort Knox in here. They are seeking the key to a door built and locked by the people they call the fairies, that I suspect might be biblical angels, but I will be very happy to be proven wrong if that's the case. I do think that we have a Tower of Babel theme going on, so our main gameplay is solving puzzles by learning the languages. And we do talk a lot about both puzzle design, which is Tortoise's specialty, and orthography, which is more in my realm. So right now I think we are about to solve the last couple of puzzles on the alchemy layer. Let's just dive in. So before I didn't know what to do with this machine, but I suspect that it will press these silverware, into a silver bar.
Oh, okay. There's an order to this.
Yes.
Press the button to release the pressure. Right. First you need to open the valve.
The valve is open.
Is it?
We opened the valve.
Okay, it does say open. Then you put the thing in the top.
That's what I did.
Oh, okay. I guess I missed that you would open the valve. Alright.
And now we push the button. Now that looks promising. Molten silver. And I'm sure it will cool down in a reasonable amount of time for us to pick it up. Alright. Well, that's a little bit silly, but yes. So, where I believe we were at is we had decided that we had found the formula for the key. And so we need to go and create the key that will lead to the realm of the fairies, the top of the tower. Oh, one other thing that is going on is that in each layer there are some teleport points, and each one contains a kind of conversation among the different peoples that they have been unable to simply talk to each other because they don't speak the same language anymore, so we've had to translate for them. But we've done all we can with the languages we've learned, and everything that is left has to do with a civilization no longer in contact with anybody else. So here we are in the alchemy room. So I don't quite know how this button needs to be used, but
So
I'm guessing if we put in the appropriate amount of silver on the weights and then push the button, that we'll get that amount of silver somehow?
So you mean put a silver bar in the right pan and then...
So we don't appear to be able to put anything in the pan, although maybe we can put something in here. Okay, so that's the transform button. This is the... Oh, we can put in the silver bars here.
Oh, that's a little slot, I see.
Ha ha ha! So we fill up the silver, we fill up the gold, and now we can put in the formula. Okay.
So first is gold.
Okay, so first is gold. We want how much?
1,405.
Okay.
This is interesting.
So
how are we gonna
So
do?
is this 1,000 or 100? I don't remember.
Those are hundreds. That's 100.
Okay, so 1,000 will be...
Well, that's a 5,000.
Oh,
Unless it's a 500.
I thought it was 500. You said that
Oh,
that
you're
was
right.
the
It is.
hundreds position.
That is the hundreds. Okay.
So that's 1,000.
And then the slotty thing is 2. So I guess all 3 of those on the bottom to get 400.
Okay. 1,405, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gold. And then we need silver.
Silver, 812. So we can put back 100 and 500. And then for 12, I guess.
This is 10.
Yeah, that's 10.
So... Nope, not you. The dinner bell, it goes off. So that's 812, right?
Yep.
812 silver. And then,
46 carbon.
okay, carbon. So, how much did you say?
46.
46. So we need
No hundreds.
no hundreds at all.
All of the tens.
Nope, that's not the button. Do, do, do.
And then
Okay.
swap a 1 for a 5.
It's an odd set of weights they got, but it will serve our purposes. Okay. Somewhere food happens. Yes, the refectory apparently. Alright. It's time to push the button. We got a key. That looks like the shape of all of the doors that we've been confused about, in fact, in all of the levels.
I think that... Oh no, well, that's the door, right?
That's the door. So, behold, The key. In we go. Let's see about these fairies. Oh, wow. Look at this architecture. This is totally different.
Weather.
So look at the stained glass. It's Tetris pieces. It's Tetris pieces in completely non-Tetris shapes.
Yeah, tetrominoes and pentominoes.
Wow. And along the bridge, we have this architecture in the... Thank you. Congratulations on alchemy, Nanoff says. Along the bridge, we have the sort of stepped pyramid shape that we saw frequently in the lowest level, along with the shape of, like, devotees in the little, like, half-sun hats. We have these rounded domes, which I don't think we've seen anywhere before, but we also have those sort of adobe-looking pegs coming out of walls that's very reminiscent of the Bard's Lair. I'm so fascinated. This is really intriguing. Domed arches. I've never in my life seen steps made that way. Oh, and look at that art. That is very, very... Oh, where in Africa? I've seen masks that look just like that. Carved ebony wood masks. They're gorgeous. This is just absolutely fascinating. What even is happening? And of course we have electric looking lights. Oh, we have a map. I want to look at this map. Wait, is there no up over there? Okay. Gotta go up these weird jagged stairs. Can I look at this at all? No? Just... Okay. Show me this tower map. Oh, okay. New glyphic language, again with the... Okay, this is looking very computery to me. Yeah, the OSHA nightmare stairs. Yeah, you're right about that. Like the font of it and the feel that we have. This is a high-tech area. We have an image of the tower with presumably the people below. They've cut themselves off from the rest of the tower. So... an interesting set of symbols here. But like also, like this looks like it could be on a sort of a digital display, I guess is what I'm thinking. If you just have, you know, because there are those old digital displays that you see on like old clocks and stuff that have basically a very square 8 outline, and they just make all the numbers out of that. If you just basically did that but twice and with diagonals as well, you'd get something that could produce this.
But then you're clearly writing over it with this red graffiti.
Well, right, sure. So they develop this very clean script, and then they use it both handwriting and etching. And you can see the representations are, you know, they are capable of curves. Like you can see that sun or moon there. But then on the other side, you have this cloud where they've done this very sort of spiral. Yeah, an 8-bit display, yes, thank you. That is the obvious thing that I meant. But like the spiral in the cloud, like they could have made a round puffy cloud. But instead they made this very sort of abstract one. So that's It's a really interesting... I wonder if we're just going to see a lot of combined elements from other towers here. I do think we can learn a couple things here. Like, this seems like it must be the word for tower. I mean, it's like, technically it could be the word for warriors. But it feels like it ought to be the word for tower. And this can only refer to the people down here. So this is, you know, the lay people, the impure, whatever they decide they've called them. Now this, you know, pyramid from the top shape, I wonder if that is their symbol that in other places it has meant their highest value. Like down below we saw it meant God, for the devotees, for the warriors it meant duty.
Yeah, it's possible.
So that's probably... So this is probably... I don't know. I don't know, like maybe isolation or something. It's kind of hard to say. But I'm going to just put in some guesses. We have no idea what these people look like, but now we have this creepy little mask that's crying. So I am going to guess that this is tower. Hi, Freya. You decided to show off your face. You're very cute. And this is people. Well, I guess it would be person. We don't know. They don't seem to have a plural marker. At least if I'm at all correct about what I'm garnering here. Which I may not be.
Yeah. I do not feel at all confident about anything else.
Yeah. I have some thoughts, but we really only have the one input. Oh my.
Okay.
All right. So just gonna guess. And I was right. That's the tower, that's people, and that's exile. Okay. I was gonna say isolation, but exile, I suppose. Don't exile anybody to a tiny rock in the middle of the ocean. That's just execution. Fascinating.
So wait, go back to the actual map then?
Go back to the map. Okay, so they have exiled the people below. Or exiled themselves from the people below.
Yeah, something people exile. Okay.
So it looks like, can I get it closer? So we can see this, line and circle imagery everywhere, as well as the sort of devotee shape. But you see at the top of the door frame, they have a line coming down to a circle, and that's lit. That's kind of that same keyhole shape in the door, but it's also the same shape that we see on the little, like, person mask there that looks almost like they're crying. So that's kind of a key shape here. And along with that, I mean, the meeple shape. You know, it's like a little column with a narrow bit and then a hat, which is apparently their windows, their doors, their recesses, and their little crenellations. And like, look at this door. It also has that striping that we saw in the warrior section. Not the warrior section, the
section.
Yeah. So, up or down? Let's go down. I mean, probably not actually functionally. What am I seeing? Is that a person? Are you a person? That is a person.
Oops.
Okay.
I miss.
So they're in some kind of machine watching something. I bet they're watching below. Although it looks like...
So some of that is probably greetings. So the second thing in the first one has the symbol in the second line plus the sort of zigzag backwards N. And so I wonder if that is a combination of radicals where it's like, welcome to the tower, greetings, or something like that.
It certainly could be. And just for a reminder, what he means there by radical is if you're talking about a glyphic language like a cuneiform script or kanji, oftentimes what you have are little chunks, little miniature symbols that make up a larger symbol. And sometimes that is related to direct meaning and sometimes it's not. Usually it starts out that way no matter whether it ends up that way. People change the meaning of their language over time. So I'm trying to kind of watch that screen, and I don't know what all I'm seeing, but part of it is definitely a person watching their own feet as they walk.
Yeah, it seems like they're engaged in some VR console is what it seems like to me.
I want to take note of, well, first of all, their size. They seem to be a child.
They're seated.
That's true, they are seated, so it could just be that it's weird perspective, but given the curved shape of the chair, I'm not sure about that. I think that these are children, or that they're a small people. They also had a lighter voice. I also want to talk about their garments. So they have a mask and a sort of party color, two-color top like the bards do, but it's only half length. It's only a top, and then they have these almost culottes, these knee-length shorts with contrast color shoes. So that's interesting. And then so you see here the exile glyph, which is really interesting. So we can't talk to these other people who are also... Oh, we can talk to this one. Oh, we can watch this one. Uh-oh. They are not moving, and... Oh, and their shorts pull in. I didn't notice that from further back. So they're not moving, and their screen is staticky, and that seems kind of worrying. Oh, but look, there's a whole nother set of them up and down the tower. This is really creepy. That's the teleporter noise. And there's the teleporter. Okay.
So I guess the static that we saw in those is like, we don't actually want to talk to you.
Maybe. So Nana had said it means a 90s cool kid on a skateboard doing a sick kickflip, obviously. Yes, that is definitely what that glyph is. I concur. So... Oh. That's apparently the glyph for 10. In maybe this language? Not sure. In the numeration system that we've been seeing all along. For these teleporters. So we have not missed any at this time. And, well, there's, you know, another static.
Either they don't want to be talked to, or there is a technical glitch.
Right. Oh, a lot of these. There are a lot of directions to go. What's that? Video game console? Oh my!
Oh, so we have...
We can...
Oh, wow. We have... I guess glyphs in all the different...
Eh. Okay.
So you've mapped...
I mapped you to you.
Okay. And then what's in the next one over?
The next one over is help. Do we have another help? Not obviously. Hey, that's a negative symbol from the warriors, but I guess it's not. I guess it's from this language.
Yeah, the negative symbol has...
Oh, it says 90-degree angles.
Yeah, 90-degree angles.
Yep. Okay, so we don't have another help that we know. There's death. We know... Ah! This one is death.
Yeah, I'm definitely... So, the thing that is on the inside, the bottom of the innermost thing, is the other half of the thing that would combine with the one above it, where I was saying that...
Oh, you're right. It is that other radical. So, it's sort of intimating here that it might mean death.
Oh, we also have... Didn't notice that the whole thing was labeled.
Yeah, the whole thing is labeled something 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 tower. So we have go.
Oh, what?
Oh, I think I might have just opened up the connections. Oh. And it just put them in for me. That's super convenient, so I don't have to remember which ones they are. Alright then.
Wonders of technology. So,
this one is you.
Next one is
Go.
Oh, so that's interesting. So, what I had thought was like, welcome is like, go death? If they're combined.
Yeah. Then we have, this is help. I wonder if that diagonal line
Verb.
is indicating verb.
Yeah.
This is door.
Oh. Didn't realize that was yet another usable door.
Up.
Yep.
And dead. Dead!
Okay. Fascinating.
Okay, so did that tell us anything about the symbols at the top? Nope. No, it did not.
Although, wait. So, oh, those are. I thought that the symbol for up was the same as the first symbol in that, but they're different glyphs.
Uh-huh. They have 2 more informational units.
Okay.
I kind of wonder if that opened up the connections between teleporters. Let's go find out.
Oh, was the connection disabled there? Or the, oh, you mean the translations?
No, it did not. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Still,
it's
that
not
was
so
really
simple.
cool. Okay. So, what about this way? What? What is that? I mean, it's obviously a giant face with laser things coming out of its eyes and into its mouth, but what?
The thing.
It's real creepy. It's real creepy. What?
I guess that's the end tower.
I guess so. There's another, what's this? Okay, then. Guess that's person. They're
Let's
just kind of
wait.
translating things for us. It's a
That's
little weird.
Weird because that's very different from the glyph for people. There's almost nothing in common.
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong about... Oh no, because we
people was
confirmed that. Weird. So up till now, in every layer, the glyphs have been kind of like you can start to figure out a pattern to how they're formed. Like we've been able to find this is going to be a verbal glyph, this is going to be a noun, this is going to be a modifier, things like that. I'm not sure if we're going to get that here or if it's going to look like what we've seen before. Nanov says, I think this section is designed to be a bigger check on folks who might have managed to get this far without finishing everything from the other languages. So, good to know. Probably good game design. Less frustrating for other people. So these doors are exile.
So what about that other console thing?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if that means that leads to more people in machines. Oh, it's another of these. Okay, so we have a not, we have a greetings, so open fear.
Oh, I see.
We'll just go ahead and confirm a bunch more.
Okay. Not. Is that one we have yet? Nope.
So I guess... Huh. That's interesting.
Can you go through them?
So...
Wait.
This is wait. Again with the diagonal, so that
Yep.
is continuing.
And
This is plural.
yeah, people does not have a plural marker in it. Weird.
No, it appears to have a not marker in it. Greetings. Which, again, is a little bit shaped like a hand, just like the one it's next to here. Yeah, Nanov says that they haven't really seen anyone get here without being thorough previously, but I can imagine you'd hit a bit of a wall here if you don't have things in the other languages ironed out. Yeah, yeah, that could be very interesting.
Okay. Greetings.
Then we have open.
Do I have that?
So I do think the diagonal for a verb is confirmed then.
Yeah.
The backslash.
And the last one.
The last one is fear. Somehow I think fear might be running rampant up here. I wonder where I get that impression from.
Okay.
And then, presumably this is where I need to go at the end with that key shape. Okay. So, gosh, that's creepy. I want to look down into its mouth and see what's there, but they don't give me that option.
Seems like a bad idea.
Probably. Oh, that looks very much like people playing a co-op game. Well, not a co-op game, a
Looks
PvP
like
game.
Yeah, it looks like laser tag or something.
Yeah. Let's see if any of them will talk. Nope. What's this? Oh. Key lock door. I doubt we have those glyphs.
Well, it's open.
Huh?
The second one is not locked, but open.
Oh.
I
Okay.
have open a door.
Okay. We don't have key, or at least we probably don't have key. Open. Then door was.
You passed it.
Nope. Okay. I don't think we have key yet. Oh, wait a second. There was a thing I wanted to look at. Oh.
What?
So we have another kind of window here that I have seen a lot in like medieval Celtic design buildings with the stone short cross cut out. That's interesting. Really are a mix of things. We've got that bright pink light coming off the top of things. Oh, another one of these. Alright. So, we don't know what those are, but we know what this is. So, looking for things that say me. This. Do we have another one? Oops. I see.
We'll get key. Phew.
Make talk. Okay, so make
Wait, what are all of the ones that we know here?
Okay, so we have me, which was matched with that, which means that anything on that ring is going to be correct.
What's
we
the
have
thing?
key.
The key, which is.
So
now it's just the middle one. Or this. Not middle, but. Second.
That's make. Where was make? Where did make end up? Make ended up out here. Okay, there we go. Whew. We're really not learning by talking this time, just playing games.
Well, nobody wants to talk. Me. Do I have that symbol? I don't yet. Okay, so that.
So
So what's that
it's
second
you
one?
upside down. So a line on the vertical line on the left must be pronoun. This is talk.
Oh, did I not write down you? I did not. Talk.
This is key. It does actually look a little bit like a key. Honestly, so does the, I was about to say Viking rune, but the warrior glyph.
Alright, so next.
Next is make.
Next one is.
We already had that. And seek.
Okay.
Is this where we were the first time? No, it's not. This person we'll talk to. Wonder if it's watch? It's a verb. I watch them, I watch the tower.
Possibly.
I'm gonna put it in, but it's tentative.
I mean, that first one is we with a. Oh, wait.
Huh?
Oh, you're right. It's me, but then a not. The one on the right of the first line.
Oh.
It's a combination of me and not.
Me and not. Yeah. I was just honest, like I hadn't even noticed that it was not. I was just kind of going with pronoun.
And, huh. So
Not
I
off.
wonder.
Go for it.
So I wonder if that middle diagonal, not, if having a horizontal line across the middle means negation in general. Because that's the opposite. If so, then that verb is the opposite of seek. So it could be like find them or watch them.
Interesting. And Nonoff says, to truly become an accomplished linguist, one must first become a gamer. I like that.
No, to become an accomplished linguist, one must first become a bad linguist.
Now that's the truth. I'll put these in just to see if my guesses are correct. Got a decent track record so far. You know, I've off-channel been playing Heaven's Vault again, and sometimes I know more than Aaliyah does. It's very interesting.
Yeah, we've gotten to the point where we know how word formation works, and it seems like the interface will only let you make guesses at words if you only have one unknown word in a row.
Most of the time.
And so we'll be like, but we know where the word boundaries are. We know it's this and that. So is this where we
This is the first person we talked to. Go away. I watch you.
Or I don't want you.
Okay, this is not the first person then. It's just similar, because we have another static here.
Is it? I think this... Oh. Oh no, you're right. There's this exile thing. Could just be do not enter in this context.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, this
We've
is
come
the
around to
this is
the-
the other entrance. Got it. Okay, so this is the up. Right, that's the person we were just talking to. You don't have anything.
Yeah, I am thinking that that is not watch, but like dislike.
Maybe. Could be. Oh. Okay.
Oops.
There we are. Now we know the word for key. The stairs make my ankles hurt just looking at them. Yeah. I would not. I mean, they're probably fine, but I think there's a reason you never see them in the real world. Even though they're kind of an obvious design to try if you think about things that are stylized. Like, they're just asking for accidents.
Yeah. I have had this vibe where a lot of the architectural decisions, while they are based on, have parallels in real world cultures, are also inspired by Escher.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And so that, pattern of stacked cubes seems very much
Very
included with
Escher. Look at that chandelier. It's just the same light as everywhere else, but 4 of them. And then these pots are actually a design we haven't seen before either. They're very similar to the big sort of amphora-looking vases down in the other places where we see pots, but these ones are impractical. They're much more like something you would put a flower in than anything useful. Meant for decoration or at most pouring. Now these I have actually seen people use. And that's because nobody's gonna step on the outside ones. Look at this design. Is that guy wearing a fez? That's so cute. I love it. So this is some kind of wacky computer console.
Oh.
Okay, hello? You're the one I was waiting for. Oh. Am I now?
Oh.
Okay. You know, I've never noticed our character was left-handed.
That's up, I guess. Oh, they are combinations.
Oh.
Like that second one is plural door.
Then we have me, not, just like you were saying, and then
Oh, me is come.
that makes sense. Strangers. Not just them, but not me, stranger. Oh boy. Got some xenophobia going on here. Not that that's surprising from an isolationist culture.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Just open that up again. Go up is climb. Door plural is doors. Okay. Not me is stranger, and go me is come.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Oh, another set. So...
Go... Dead is death.
Or die.
Yeah, probably die. Go not will be stop.
And go not dead.
Go not dead. Resurrect?
I mean, that might be what happened to us in the...
Yeah. Okay, then. Fane is asking, is stranger necessarily a negative thing or just a recognition of difference? So... It is an interesting one in context. Because... So stranger used in English is not necessarily a negative, but it does imply a measure of distance, of unknownness. Like, it's not just them, it's someone I do not know. So, like, it implies even more distance than just, like, a third person. In the context that we're seeing it here, where we have all of these other glyphic languages that have not had a word for stranger. I don't think any of them, even the warriors, had a word for stranger. I think that this is more comparable. Stranger is being positioned as more comparable to the words monster in the bard language and the alchemist language, and impure in the warrior language. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
It tracks with the isolationist culture to use it that way. Yeah, no, of course. I'm happy to explain my my weird logic jumps sometimes make total sense in my head, and I just haven't said them out loud. So yes, please ask away. So stranger is not necessarily negative, but I think there's enough context here that I'm concerned about it.
Okay, so that's people.
So that's...
Yeah, and I was going to say, we
plural.
had that as one of the words that we hadn't translated yet. And that would be us, which was one of the other ones that I was going to...
Which is me, plural. Ha ha ha.
Do not want, so seek not.
Seek not. And my people. Peoples we disregard, and
Oh.
the
Anchorites.
Anchorites? Huh. Huh.
I mean, that is an isolationist, sort of ascetic, religious ascetic in Christianity.
Yeah, okay. So, my unfamiliarity with Christianity biting me again. So an anchorite is a sort of hermit, spending their days in isolation, prayer, and meditation, and that does track with what they're doing.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna go in there.
Hover chair.
I'm getting very Wall-E, late human vibes from those hover chair things. And we get our little magic, we've completed a language glyph. Anchorites built the tower.
Oh.
Then foreign people came to the tower. So we built the doors.
Oh.
The people stopped talking. Peoples feared each other. The peoples.
Oh.
My people left in exile. We are dying. The tower is dying. It's definitely not the direction I was getting from everybody else. This looks like the sarcophagus we woke up from.
Oh.
I created you. You are the key. Help us.
Oh.
Make them talk. Open the doors. End the exile. Revive the tower. Okay, well that's what I've been working towards. Yeah. So we have a bunch of to answer some of your questions, Fane. Yes, we do have a bunch of teleport conversations where the second person was just static. And we've been assuming all this time that it's going to connect to the Anchorites, and I do think that's what he's asking us to do. It's very interesting. So the people stopped talking to each other, and we are dying up here. This guy has a very different narrative than the rest of this area is telling me. But I think that's because he wants something that the rest of his people don't want. I think he wants to reconnect. But like the alchemists had a mural about the Anchorites, the fairies. I guess we know why they were flying. It's not wings, it's these hover chairs. So they have high tech. Yeah, Fane understood it to mean that they exiled themselves as their tower caused the communication to cease. And yeah, like that's not what he said, but that I think is what happened. I think they closed the doors out of xenophobia and a wish to have the tower for themselves, to seek God for themselves. And that they are dying as a result of it, but the people no longer know how to want connection. That their exile has sort of deadened them and is killing them off.
Yeah, it feels kind of like something like Fahrenheit 451, where they're all, sated on virtual reality and...
Alright.
Does that fit in the...
Aha!
Yes.
Okay.
So that operates the service elevator.
Uh-huh. So here's our sarcophagus. Creepy. We are apparently a created person. Yeah, like in WALL-E. So... I guess that's just showing us the doors. Just check if there's anything else here. Oh, I see. You're asking about sort of the, not knowing how to want anything beyond their screens in WALL-E. Yeah, like that. Except instead of there being, like, an evil AI keeping them captive, it's themselves and their isolationism, and presumably their predecessors' isolationism.
quicker to go to the exit back down into the Alchemists, or to...
I want to go
There's
up
a
to
tunnel.
that spectacular door.
It's true. I feel like maybe that is going to be closed until we've...
What's over
I
here?
don't know, I
Have
think
we
it was
gone
to
over
your
here?
left.
Oh yeah, that's the game.
I think it's up those stairs there.
Yeah.
Is that their Wi-Fi?
What? What in the world? Don't go upstairs. If you go up, the tower will die. Okay. Alright. So, not doing that yet.
But it's interesting that you have the you seem to have the option to, because you do have the key.
Absolutely fascinating. Like witches' stairs? What do you mean, like witches' stairs, Fane? Are you thinking of something specific? Or just in that they are not something humans should use? And this doesn't seem to have any parallel with the other art here at all. I don't quite understand what it's doing there. Blink? What about it? I see.
Is it telling you when? Is it
Okay, it's saying that we're getting
colder?
close. So you want me to go in the library? Nope.
Go to the left?
Guess so.
Oh.
I mean, that would take us down to the bard's door.
Oh, right.
Oh, but I guess we never went in here. So, the intervals, Fane says, the intervals of the platforms are like so-called witches' stairs, were meant to be a warding gesture against witches from witches' So what culture are those from? I'm not familiar with them.
So we have this Anchorite hanging out in the lab. Or with lab equipment.
Books?
So 3 plural book. Oh no, 6.
Okay. Oh, if we got the numbers out of order. 9.
It's the one with the hook pointing down.
6. Is it plural first or book first?
Forget, but it should be easy enough to
Yeah.
find both. Plural is in the top of the second column.
Yep. Plural and then book. Book?
Book is it is the bottom of that column.
Nope. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Ah! Got that. 6. Book.
interact with the Anchorite?
Nope. That's it. Witches' stairs are actually a folkloric tradition from New England. Oh, it's a myth that is debunked and may just be an easy way to get step depth without the entire staircase needing to be the length of the house. Yeah. Okay. That would explain why I've never heard of it, but I've also never seen it, which is interesting because I live in New England. But I didn't grow up here, so I don't know. Well, that's a creepy face. And some Tetris pieces. Some people-shaped things. Can't interact with the creepy face. Just a room to walk through. Hello? I'm in exile. Come to me. Come into exile.
What?
Ooh. Interesting.
Did you just turn it off?
I might have. It looks like I turned off the creepy face, which was persuading Anchorites into exile? Yeah, alright. You helped us. We will help the tower. We will speak to the people. So the people are trapped in exile? By whatever that was? Maybe there is an evil AI. I don't know.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Where's the nearest teleporter?
Oh, I was just gonna go down the tram.
Well, I am curious about whether the teleport,
Oh, that's a good
whether
question.
there's a translation option, or whether that's just now because they made the connection line.
I don't remember where the teleport is around here. Yeah, so Fane Abyssal says that for those who want to read up upon it around Witches' Stairs and the myth of it, there's a Reuters article, and Nonoff says that they may have seen those kind of stairs at Strawberry Bank. I do not recognize the name of.
Maybe it would be easier to just do the tram line because I imagine it going through the mines and then the.
Well, I know there's a teleporter down here, so.
It's true.
Okay.
So they're just talking now.
So we don't actually have to come translate stuff for them. Interesting. Although, I guess we can teleport down.
Yep.
Might as well.
Maybe do the one that is. I was gonna say since the exile doors have appeared on the teleport map.
Oh, they have? Oh, I see. I did not notice that. I should have noticed that.
Yay! I wasn't the oblivious one this time.
Okay, so maybe this way? Maybe it'll start beeping at me? Oh, it was beeping at me? I didn't even register a sound. Oh, it is beeping at me. I think I didn't register it because of the water drip. No, don't leave. I was just trying to look at the environment. So, we have a little sculpture, an easel, some of the cushions that they have around here. There's a compass, pitcher and a water bowl.
Oh no, that was just
one of the monster masks. A little game cabinet of a kind. So...
we don't have a numbering system. Is this like
So-
go to the theater or something?
yeah.
Bard,
Theater...
bards go?
Theater, bards, plural, go.
Yeah.
Okay, so theater was one of these things.
Keep up with all of that.
So we just have
The
play and
place-
not theater? So we do have play. But I thought there was a... I thought
I
there
think
was
the
more theater.
places are things that have the dot below.
Right, so we've got west, east, fortress, abbey, north, south.
Windmill. What's above windmill?
Aha! Theater. And I'm pretty sure it's bard and then plural. Plural, and then go has a dot next to it. Go. Okay. Got it.
Oh,
What? What is that? I almost want to get caught by it just because I don't understand it. Oh, whoa! Did you see that thing? Ah!
it just shot lightning at you?
It shot a wave beam. It was a sinusoidal curve.
I think you have to...
Oot. Yeah, it wasn't giving me the right prompt, sorry. I actually did know what I wanted to do that time, but... out of here. Are you afraid to die? I will help you. The people of exile do not die. Fascinating. Shut up, you creepy machine face. So, the robot is dead now. Non-oft. I forget if this came up before, but I find it interesting on the Rosetta Stone outside you can see part of the glyph in the devotee's language for fortress, which is never officially learned or recorded, but follows the established conventions for the language. Yes. Yes, indeed. I think we talked a little bit about that at the time. Oh, hey! Oh, I get it. Check this out. This is where the robot came from. So these little thingies. So we're gonna have more of them.
Oh boy.
Later. I will help you. I will end the exile. I will speak to the people. So let's show that off, shall we? So you can see the Abbey glyph has that place shape around it, that sort of shelter shape. And we never did see an official word for fortress, but you can see the edges of that shelter shape and the little like arrow thingies that they use in their word for warrior. So yeah, we can establish that that's the word for fortress without ever actually learning it. And that's the fun part of coming at this without, you know, while actually trying to dissect what things are. So we can figure that stuff out.
One friend of mine who is also a linguist said that he and his wife played the whole game without using the journal.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Just transcribing things, which sounds like fun, but like...
Also kind of annoying. Need to get the implications that these are in fact larger, more complete languages, which we're not really learning all of exactly just what we need to know, says non-oft. And yes, that does make a lot of sense. Like I think I've mentioned even early on that, you know, 30 or so glyphs in a language that is logographic in this way, where each symbol has a set meaning. 30 is nowhere near enough to have a complete language. Sometimes you'll get glyphs get disused over time as phonetic writing starts to take over. This is what you see in cuneiform, actually. Like all those cuneiform steins start off as logographic, and then eventually they just get stuck with their most common pronunciation or something like that, and so the meaning of them can drop away. But yeah, so if these are complete languages where we don't have all the glyphs, then that makes this world make a lot more sense.
Yep. If you look at Heaven's Vault, where in that case, each word is a combination of multiple radicals, like just left to right concatenation, rather than combination into a single glyph, that there are probably somewhere between 10 and 20 radicals that are combined to probably 1,000 words or so, I think they said. Does that sound right?
Yeah, maybe more even. Like, I think you could say a lot of things in that language and it would be fine. It's like, those glyphs have a pretty wide range of meaning, and there are a lot of different ways you could write an idea in that language.
But I think, like, the amount of words that you get, like, even in repeated playthroughs is somewhere on the order of 1,000.
Which is honestly about the size of Latin.
Really?
Yeah. Latin is only a couple thousand words. It's a nice and finite. here? Probably not. No. So, Feign Abyssal is asking, is that kind of like the incorrect separating of words from other languages that happens? Like, helicopter is helico and ter, wing, so spiral and wing from Greek, but with we only borrow heli for helipad. Actually that's a pretty different phenomenon, because helicopter is a word that was like made up from those Greek roots by people speaking English. What?
There's another exit to the left, higher up.
I thought that's where we came in.
No, we came in on the right.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
This is...
No, not that. Straight to the left.
Straight to the left. That's an exit?
Thought
That
it
is
was.
not an exit.
Oh. Huh.
I wonder... Ah. There are exits to the right that we have not gone through. Including the correct one.
Wizard. Sorry.
Hi, Sticky. So when we then from that, so that's not like a naturally English word, right? So then when people take that apart to make other things, it's because we don't think first of helix when we think of helicopter. We're not making that jump, because the English word helix comes from the same thing as helicos, right? So, that's part of our... It's part of our missing thingy. The reliefs.
Scientists.
It's scientists and the warriors. Oh, that's cool.
Our brothers, I guess? Or
I think this is where they help the warriors make the telescope.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that telescope that they have? English doesn't do this because we don't really have logographs in the modern sense. But if we go back to the Phoenician alphabet, which is what the Latin alphabet eventually comes from, and by Latin alphabet, I do mean the alphabet that we use in English, which we still, for some reason, call the Latin alphabet, even though it's got a different number of letters. But if you go back far enough, you'll see that, like, the A shape, that sort of triangle with bits sticking off it, is actually meant to be a cow head, and the word in Phoenician for cow, or I think it's bull actually, starts with an ah sound. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, where it loses the meaning of bull, but it retains the sound ah. What I know better is actually the B, the B sound, comes from, I don't remember what exactly it is in Phoenician, it's like bet or something, but you can still see this in other Semitic languages, because Phoenician was a Semitic language, so closer related to Hebrew and Arabic, Amharic, Ancient Akkadian, which is what I'm taking now, and I love it. But the shape that eventually turned into a B was just a drawing of a house. And bet and bite and what is it? I think it is beat in Akkadian. I don't remember. But so that is one of those things where if you're learning Hebrew, like when I learned Hebrew as a kid, you get those little kids books that are like, you know, bet is for bite. And then you have a little drawing of a house, and then the word spelled out, bait. So like that's that's the kind of shift over time that I'm talking about. So, separate curiosity, why are the letters in that order to be an alphabet? Oh, do you know how the order was? Why is the Latin alphabet ordered like it is? So that goes back to the Phoenicians. The rough order was taken from them. If we know why they put it in that order, I personally do not know. But it has changed over time. Each language uses a slightly different set of characters and emphasizes a slightly different set of sounds or phonemes. So, like, in...
Like if you're trying to draw the parallels between the Latin alphabet and the Greek alphabet,
Right.
since they have some overlap.
Right, because the Latin alphabet and the Greek alphabet both came from the Phoenician alphabet, and there's arguments about whether I think there's arguments, or maybe I just don't remember. I should look that up. The Latin alphabet came from Greek or Etruscan, and whichever one it was, it came more directly from the Phoenician. But like, all of them start with a, be. But then the third letter is in contention, right? Because then we get, in Greek, a gamma, right? So, things change and shift. It may just have had to do with how people thought of the objects that those logographs represented initially. It may have come from an easy memorization order. I honestly do not know if anybody has an answer for that. I could probably do some research and look into it, if I remember. Remind me. Put it in a comment, and I'll try to look it up. Okay, so this person was studying translation before they went into exile, and you can see they have a warrior's gong, which we see a couple of places. They have a warrior's bottle, the sort of Viking drinking horns, the golden goblets and plates. So that's interesting. Oh wow.
So warriors carry boat.
So plural warrior. Is it subject to object verb or subject verb object?
Subject verb object.
Okay, so carry. And then boat was one of the later ones, right?
It's up.
Wait.
Oh no, that's instrument.
That's
Now what kind of stealth do you need to do?
let's find out. Okay, there are in fact 2 of them out. We can't go that way. Too slow. Look how angry that exile mask is.
What are you doing, and stop it?
No! I refuse. Haha. Suckers! Don't stop me! I help the people! Okay, it is a demiurge of some kind.
Oh, I just realized that the things on the side were the same as the data that was going, or the thing going in the eyes and mouth of the creepy structure.
Was it?
There were 2 little red
Oh.
lines of data or whatever.
Oh, Demiurge. So, this is actually a concept from... Is it Gnostic heresy, that one? I always forget my heresies. Christianity does it again. But it is the concept of an evil and controlling god. A god who must be killed in order for people to be free. A god who has produced evil into the world on purpose and toys with humans for his own twisted satisfaction. There are a lot of variations on that concept that you'll find out there, but it is one of the recorded Christian so Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, not false. Ronald Reagan too. Basically all of the austerity conspiracy people. But this is a concept from Christian heresy specifically. I want to say that it's the Gnostics, but I really should know. My housemate is probably listening and knows. Hey, put it in the chat. Evil by the standards of the Christians. Evil by an objective sense. So if you take the Christian concept that there is an omnipotent and and an omniscient God, a God who has the power to do anything and knows everything, then it must therefore be a choice to allow evil into the world, evil of any kind, and therefore one of the ways to solve that conundrum, because that is the core of resistance to Christian ideology in a lot of ways, is that particular point of contention. One of the ways to solve that is to say, well, then God must be evil. Yeah. So this is a concept from within Christianity, from within that paradigm. So they were a sect of people who believe in Christian theology and just have decided that God is evil and that they want to destroy him. Because he perpetuates evil upon the earth, and therefore we must try to escape from under his thumb. So, like, for me, someone who is raised outside of the Christian paradigm and really just knows, like, even after years of study, I feel like I do not understand Christianity in its many forms in so many ways. But, like, I'm not a Christian heretic because I was never Christian in the first place. I didn't start from that point. I'm just a Jew condemned to purgatory until I figure out that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior or some shit. But for Christians who then decide to solve that question with, well, that means God is evil, that's this particular heresy, and so an evil controlling God is sometimes, or overlord, or anything that's more powerful than the version. Yeah. So, like DJ Trundlebot's saying, one version of the God of the Old Testament, so the Jewish Bible, where God is much more violent and prone to jealousy, than in the Christian Bible that came later. So that's different from Jesus, who's all like love and light and stuff. And so, yeah. So there are some people who think that these are two different gods, and that the Jewish God is not connected to the Christian God. That God was the demiurge, and yeah. So there's a lot of variation on ways to solve this conundrum. Fane Abyssal says, if you're interested in more, you may find Wayne Grudem's systematic theology interesting. So, very cool. Back to back to the game for a moment. So, greetings. You've ended my exile. My people will revive the tower. one line left to draw. If you're interested in fiction about the demiurge concept, I highly recommend Pullman. What is his name?
His Dark
Materials. His Dark Materials trilogy, which is actually the third book was delayed more than a decade in publication from the first two, as I remember very clearly. Philip Pullman, thank you. Because I was reading them and I was like, where is it? Where is it? But the British press didn't want to publish the third book because it was anti-Christian. It was heretical. And in Britain, unlike in the US, that is sufficient grounds for not publishing something. Very different laws about censorship there. Sometimes I don't know which direction I've come out. Okay. One more to go? Or is it two?
Just the Abbey, I should think.
Yeah, I actually went to England during that time. Like, I was still a kid. So I hadn't been, like, keeping up with the news, but I was, like, avidly searching bookstores. It's in the graveyard?
Maybe I'm just... I was thinking based on the...
Yeah, this is just the graveyard up here. I don't think it's there.
West isn't always west. Or left isn't always west.
That's one very interesting thing about this game, is that, like, the directions don't always match up. Okay, so we are closer here. It's not inside there. I think it's up here. Is there a door up here? Yeah, there is. I kind of half remembered. Oh yes, sorry, I got totally distracted, Fane. I was visiting England as a child, and I was searching bookstores for the last part of the trilogy, and I thought I had found it, only to realize that it was just book one with a different title.
Because it was what, like the Golden Compass and the Northern Lights or something like that?
Yeah. So it was the Golden Compass here in the US, but the Northern Lights there. So, ooh, we have like a little mini architectural thing. We have some of the lutes that they play, and tambourines, and a little potion bottle. Oh yeah, the half sun, just like their architecture up at the top. Okay, so that is the hat of the preacher. And we do have a specific word for preacher.
So the preacher sees the bottles, or the potions?
Yeah, and this is one with reduplicative plurals, where you have the same glyph twice to indicate more than one. So, preacher was one of the words we learned last. This one? Yes. Preacher. Was it subject, verb, object for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the verbs, I think, have the
line under it.
Okay.
See, and then
Potion.
Bottle. Potion. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy. Dreadful. Thanks, I hate it. Look.
Oh, they don't even
Increasingly
take the same,
angry demiurge.
They don't even take the same amount of time. Although I guess one is twice as long as the other.
Uh-oh.
you see what places you can potentially hide?
If I'm clever, I can get there, maybe. Run! Okay. I think I'm good. Just gonna wait until this sucker turns back around. What? Oh. Dang.
Well.
Oh, it just left me over here. Okay. Haha. Screw you. You're a stranger. There's that pejorative connotation. You're not one of my people. I will stop you. Oh, I do see what you mean. So coming from the top of the
Towers on the left and right, or
yeah.
whatever you want to call them.
You can't stop me though. So where's the fourth one, though?
Yeah, that's ominous.
I don't like that. Although it should be turned off now, theoretically. You helped me, I will help the tower, I will speak to the people. Yes, you will.
Go back to the top, do you think?
I guess so. Oh, hey, look. I didn't notice that before. One of our bards is hanging out with the beggar. Pretty cool.
Go up to the Anchorite, will they have turned their computers off?
Who knows? Okay. Here we are. They're still in there. Oop, that's where to go.
Where was the head Anchorite?
I think they're in here. No. No, this is wrong.
You go down the stairs?
Yeah, I gotta go down the stairs. Then they're in the next. I don't know where they are.
Now do you ascend?
That does seem like the obvious thing to do now. And I think that's where we're gonna have to stealth past 4 of them at once.
Oh man.
I know, stealth is not the favorite thing. Still playing your games. Definitely feel like I've made things better.
Oh yeah, that's still running.
Let's see. It's not telling me not to go up there now, so... Huh! Interesting. Huh. I appear to have survived that. Somehow. So I guess that's probably what happens to you if you try to open it the first time. So you just die. But it's interesting that that didn't kill me.
Maybe the robots were sufficiently weakened by...
Perhaps. Certainly I have angered the, demiurge. Oh, what's this? Is it the demiurge? Huh. Oh. Oh! What?
Is it New Game Plus now?
I wonder if that was the bad ending somehow. Like, I appear to still have all my languages, so, like...
Yeah. Like, there was that second set of stairs up there.
There was?
There was a set of stairs going... Like, at that very top, you came up one set of stairs, and there was a second set of stairs going down on the other side. So I wonder if you were just supposed to go down that.
Eh.
What?
Interesting. What?
Because if you look at that, it's now broken. Like, the text...
What? Whoa.
You broke things. Is it possible to
I
go back to your last save or something?
am real confused. Oh, hello.
Okay, so is there a lever you can pull to...
Ha. Okay. Yeah, we are well over time. I just thought we were gonna get an ending, and now I am very confused. This is the kid from the beginning.
This just says exile. Huh. And now we have warrior glyphs.
It's from the mural, isn't it? Isn't there a C verb?
So what do you think this is representing?
The warriors see the tower.
Go to the tower? Or come to the tower?
Maybe. Where the heck is tower? I know they have a word. They don't have a word for tower?
Is it just fortress then?
I am so confused. Look at those.
So you somehow snuck into the back of the...
Yeah, this is where that mural is, right? Yeah. So...
So which part of it was?
It was like this. I think.
The hall.
Wow, everything is weird.
Should we...
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think we are definitely at the point where I need to stop for the day. Oh my gosh, we've played for 2 hours. So, we will be back not next weekend, but I believe the weekend after, with what will perhaps be be the end of Chants of Sennaar. Thank you for joining me on this extra long journey, and I have really enjoyed your presence, and I hope I will see you in a couple of weeks. Keep learning, friends!